Welcome to the HSBN Media Day press conference. Coach, if you could just start by introducing yourself and then also introduce the players at this table.
I'm the head varsity coach, Philip Russ. To my left is senior Jordan Rowe, Chris Torres Jr., and senior Tomas Zacharski.
First year now as the coach, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Take me through the process that brought you here.
Yeah, I got in conversation with our athletic director, Steve Ripley. Moving down here, married a girl from Vero Beach, Hunter. And coming down here, just a great opportunity to take over a 7A baseball program that has a ton of talent, a lot of potential, and a lot of growth moving forward. And, you know, just got accepted with open arms to Centennial, and just excited about what these young men have brought to the table for this season.
Now, is this your first time as the head coach? Do you have how long have you been coaching?
This is actually going to be my 5th year as a head coach. Coming down from North Carolina, I coached for 4 years at a 1A high school. Prior to that, I bounced around between a 4A and a 2A high school. So a lot of experience working with Powerade state games, USA baseball, doing that through the years and helping guys move on to the collegiate ranks and to professional baseball. So bringing a lot of experiences and opportunities to this program down here in Florida.
What's it been like for you guys as players, getting a new coach, kind of getting to know him?
It's awesome. Like, our other coach, he was fun and stuff, but he's something new. Like, he's so much better. Like, he's bringing us together as a family.
Coach, if you could just share with me, you shared a little bit of your background. Tell me a little bit about, the philosophies, the what exactly how you want to get the program set up, and maybe some of your expectations.
Well, we kind of bring in something that's a lot different than most coaches, and the coaches that I kind of brought in with me were extremely focused on development, really trying to take care of the kids' arms, their bodies, but we kind of evolve our whole program around love. We try to build those relationships, love each other, because we feel that, or at least I believe in, that if you love something, you'll protect it. So if we love ourselves, love our teammates, love our program, our field, the culture will develop itself. And with all that built in together, we're a hard-nosed, competitive, water hose drinking type of team. We try to be blue collar. We get after it. We get dirty. We make every attempt at every ball. We attack every pitch, and we try to win every pitch. And that's something that hopefully that's different down here. Moving from North Carolina to Florida, it's not going to change. I'm just a nitty-gritty type coach. I'm going to expect my players to go to war, and that's what we're developing, warriors that go out and represent our program in a first-class manner.
And that's not something you hear necessarily as the foundation is building on love. What's it like for you guys as players to hear that's the nucleus of what you guys are putting together?
It's awesome. It's really bringing us together. We've got a lot of chemistry, a good group of guys. Can really do something.
Got a feeling that you're one of those guys that ain't afraid to get dirty. How's that for you guys to hear that that's the sort of play that Coach wants from you guys, because that's kind of already the mentality and kind of the identity of this program.
Yeah, we're just doing whatever we can to do whatever we can to win. We gotta make them happy. We gotta get the wins.
A lot of room for growth and improvement. Obviously, it wasn't the strongest of seasons last year. Are there certain areas that are, this is the area we need to improve the most, or we're focusing here? I mean, where are we as far as the development of the team right now?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm a big guy on Twitter. I got a big network of guys that I kind of work with and we talk with, and I think something that's followed me throughout my career, and something I've told these guys, there's a reason why in your car your windshield's bigger than your rearview mirror. We're not focused on where they were last year. We're focused on what guys we have in the program, what's looking ahead, because we have a mantra that kind of follows us, is be where your feet are and get 1% better every day. So I've not looked at the stats. I've not looked at the games. I've paid attention to the win and loss columns, evaluated the teams in the area of what I've already known about them. But really and truly, we're eyes ahead. I mean, the next important game is the next one on our schedule. That's our approach every day. We're all about our work. Because really, to be sound baseball players, you can't just hone in on one little skill. So we're trying to attack it from the swings to fielding, pitching, arm development, strength. I mean, we've went through all phases. I think we've had a great off season in the weight room. Our winter conditioning was great. Our skill development was great. And, when you sign up fall ball and you come into a new program that they don't know who the head coach is, and you have over 70 kids buy in, and you work through that off season, and it kind of trims out because they realize how serious we are about what we're trying to get across. Yeah, I mean, so it made it easier. So once we got the cuts, we were within 40, 45 guys. We went from 70 to 40, 45 because they realized this is the expectation. And then we were able to put together, 2 strong rosters, JV and varsity. So really and truly, it goes back to it. We're all looking through the windshield. We're ready for this season to kick off. We're ready for 2020 in our schedule. We've got a lot of competition in the area. But you know what? We got to take care of us. And we can't worry about what other color comes in our visitor dugout or when we show up on another campus. You can't focus on that. You have to focus on what we can do and how do we change our approach to whoever we face.
A lot of times with teams that have, that have been struggling for a little while, that's the hardest part, is just to get them to stop thinking about that and just, like you said, to look in the mirror in front of you, in the windshield, and look ahead. How have they responded to that? How's that been for the players?
I think this is the most well-rounded group I think I've ever worked with. Just because we've brought in such a new style, we've rebranded the program. Like our logo's different. The expectation of what you wear to practice, what you wear to the weight room, we all look the same. And we take pride in doing those little things because it's the little things that build up. I try to tell them it's the foundation that builds a house. And if you don't lay a strong foundation and get everything put together, you're not going to be successful. And it's real tough. I mean, you've got a senior sitting here to my left, and you got a senior sitting here to my right, and both of these guys will tell you they've been 3 years in somebody else's program.
Yeah, that's what I was
right.
asking as well.
What's
it been like for them?
So coming into it, I've had to have those hard conversations. I don't have expectations from where they were. I know it's tough, and that's where it goes back to the love. I had to win them and love them and show them my passion for the game, and that I really care about who they are. From academics to social, we've had hard talks. We've jumped in. We went to special events. We've actually done service projects and things like that because I want them to know it's more about baseball. We're about developing young men. When they leave my program, we may not put a state championship ring on every team I coach, but we are going to put the title of man when they leave the program. And so when they go out in the community, they're going to make an influence and they're going to do big things wherever they choose to go. And that's my whole job is to win. Win will take care of itself. If we develop ourselves and be the men that we need to be, at the end of the day, that scoreboard will light up in our favor. And I really believe in that.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, that's a difference from what you've seen in years past. I mean, how does that make you feel hearing that, knowing that's the crux of the program?
It's awesome. From the first day working out, you could tell the difference in style of coaching.
I just wish I had him freshman year.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks not having him, just for 1 year to have to leave. I'll miss him.
But you've got all these, I would imagine there's some freshmen within the program. How do you maybe talk to those guys and make them understand, the opportunities that you have? And
I'm telling them to buy in, because they have so much. They don't even know it yet, There's so much potential. It's crazy.
X's and O's, and as far as personnel, is there an area where you're feeling you're the strongest, maybe on the mound, maybe defense, hitting?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, it goes back to that blue-collar attitude. I mean, we're going to take pride in our defense. You're not always going to be blessed with arms. You're not going to have 80, 85-plus arms. You're not going to have those 300-400 hitters every year. So we're going to pride ourselves in defense, and we're going to say that, hey, we may not have a 90-plus arm on the mound, but when you put it in play, we're going to flash our work and our leather every day. We take a strong focus on that. We're also just looking for the health care of it, like developing arms that are strong and really listening to kids when they say, hey, my arm's sore today, and we have plans. I've got a great staff. Steve Proto, Andrew Nelson, Trey Page, Matthew Richardson, Brandon Torres, those guys bring it out there every day. I mean, I'm so blessed to not only have great kids, but to have a great coaching staff that each has their own little niche. I've got a coach for running. I got a pitching coach. I got a guy that worries about health. I got a guy that's an arm guy. And then on top of all that, we all have interests and special things that we bring into the weight room. So when you add all that, it's like a cornucopia of knowledge. And with the experience that we have in our staff, it's pouring out in these kids, and they come hungry every day. I like to feel like we try to feed them up, but they come back the next day starving for more. So it's really a cool experience to be where we are right now going into 2020.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of programs have that many coaches. How much does that help you guys that you got a coach specifically? If you have a specific thing that you need to go, you go to that guy just with that. I mean, how much does that help?
It's helped a lot. Last year, if our arms hurted, or we were like hurting, we would just go in the dugout, sit there, and like chill out for a little.
Or ice it.
Yeah, or ice it.
We legit have a dude to massage our arms, to put those shock things or whatever. It's amazing.
Kind of educating you how to
Yeah, and we're
properly
always
manage
learning.
it.
Like if we have a question, we ask them, and like we know so much now. It's insane.
Baseball's a thinking game. Knowledge is obviously power, especially in the game of baseball. Last thing that I wanted to ask, and really I can open up to any of you guys if you all want to talk about it, because I thought it was kind of neat. I was looking at your schedule. I saw that you guys are playing a game at Dodgertown against a team from Ohio.
Yes, sir. We actually have 2 games. We've got DeMatha coming down from Maryland. I think that game is early in the year, it's March 5th. Then we actually play Dayton Christian. That's April 15th. And the cool thing about that game, and I'll let them speak on getting to play there, but what was cool for me is when you have a historic place that has so much baseball history. When I first moved down here, me and my wife went out and she was kind of showing me around her town. And when you see the wall there and the type of player that had played there through the years and how many Hall of Famers, it was awesome. And then when they had April 15th, most people don't know, that's Jackie Robinson Day. So get to play Jackie Robinson Day in Dodgertown where he trained with my team, with my guys, to be able to spread that culture, because I want those experiences for our guys. And if you'll look at our schedule, we've got other things, and then I'll let these guys chat on it. We've autism awareness. We've got special jerseys coming for that. We got special uniforms coming. We're going to have military appreciation where we have military veterans come out. We're going to try to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Foundation. And in the autism game, we're trying to raise money for Autism Speaks. Then we actually have our principal throwing a first pitch. The mayor's coming out. We got a first responders night. We're going to bring the fire, police, medic, highway patrol, dispatchers, everybody come out. We really want to just put our young men around unique situations to have those memories to really take, especially these seniors. I mean, like I said, I got 1 year with them. I want them to be able to take something moving forward and look back at their high school and be like, wow, my senior year meant something. It was really special.
I mean, how could those things not be? That's just incredible.
So, I mean, if y'all want to speak on that, I mean,
can't wait for Dodgertown. Just to kick some butt, we're gonna shove. Can't wait.
It's like an honor to play there, because all those people who played there, legends, people you look up to, like getting to play there where they played, it's just amazing.
You got anything?
Any game on the schedule that you're maybe most looking forward to?
That's another thing, and I think it's fun for me is I'm learning about these rivalries that these kids have, and I've seen it a little bit going through our football season, but it's a little bit more hyped up. It's fun. There's several teams on our schedule that's been built in that I expect big crowds, a lot of noise, a lot of hype, a lot of fun leading into it. But it's like I told you, that first game when we go out in our preseason tournament down to Jensen Beach on February 11th, that's our first game. That's our main focus right now. And we're just going to build that. Everything starts in a foundation and taking a first step, next step, and try to build and climb that ladder. And, it's like you brought up. Last year may have not been where these guys wanted it to be, but all we can do is look through the windshield, carry our water. You always hear chop wood, carry water. But we're going to be where our feet are. So if we show up to the field, that's where we are. We're going to go out and give people our best, and they're going to get the best Eagle baseball program each and every night that we step out onto the ground.
Well said, Coach. I'm excited to see it, man. It's going to be a fun season, especially all those home games.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's exciting, and we just hope everybody comes out and supports us. We would like to, just give a shout out real quick to our admin, our school, Miss Popwell and her staff's amazing. They keep these kids sharp in the classroom, and we're just real proud to represent Centennial High School.
Yeah, and Coach Dick, he does so good on our field. We have the best field out there.
Yeah, hands down, best field guy ever. Coach Costello does an amazing job. If you haven't ever been to Centennial, there's Citi Field right across the way where the Mets play.
Yeah.
But if you want to see the little Mets field, you're more than welcome to come over to our facility anytime. We have open practices. People can come see. We're not trying to hide nothing.
It sounds like HSBN definitely needs to get out there this
Definitely.
year. There's going to be a lot of good things to be seen out there.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good deal.
Guys, thank you.